All right, guys, we're back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And guys, it has been an extremely hectic week here on the home front, and I'm a little bit disappointed because I hadn't talked more about the upcoming fight this weekend that takes place at the Frost Center. It's a PBC card. You have Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who's the WBC interim champion. He'll be putting that title on the line against none other than Lamont the Reaper Roach Jr. Now, what makes this fight so interesting to a lot of people, I would say, is that both of these guys have been in the ring with none other than Gervonta Tank Davis. And both of these guys, you could say, gave Gervonta Tank Davis some problems in their fight. You could even go as far as to say that Lamont Roach Jr. should have got his hands raised in the fight. Me personally, I believe, he should have won the fight when Tank took that knee. That should have put him over the top. But, things just, sometimes things in boxing, they just don't make any sense. We know that. So I really don't want to get into that. But, yeah, I'm interested in this fight. And I think it's going to be a good fight. Both of these guys, they come to fight. So let's look at both of them, what they bring to the table. And I'm going to get my prediction who I think actually wins this fight. Now, let's look at Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He is the former 140-pound WBA champion, of course. He's 28-3. He's 5'4", 63.5-inch arm reach. He's an orthodox fighter, and he has a 64% KO ratio. So the kid's knocking people out. He's definitely knocking people out. And you have Roach here. He's 25-1, 5'7", 68-inch arm reach with a 40% KO ratio. So Roach has the height and reach advantage. His knockout ratio, I would say, it's pretty decent. It's not as high as Pitbull Cruz's, but I think Roach does have respectable power. Now, the thing I like about Cruz, let me tell you guys, the fact that he's going to pressure you. He's going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at you. Just this unrelenting pressure, this volume punching. I would say this: if you're a fighter who doesn't know how to make adjustments, he's definitely probably going to beat you. He's probably going to knock you out. You have to have skills. You have to have fundamentals to fight a guy like this. Roach, I know a lot of people say they don't know much about Roach, or the people who do know about Roach, they always bring up the Jamal Herring fight. But I think he's become a much better boxer since that Jamal Herring fight. He's won 6 straight fights since then. Of course, he had the draw with Gervonta Tank Davis, and I've been looking at tape on him, and he's pretty solid, guys. He knows how to fight on the outside, he knows how to fight mid-range, and he knows how to fight on the inside. So you guys know I'm a skill set guy. I'm leaning more towards Roach to win this fight. I think, if he makes the proper adjustments, if he uses his jab properly, keeps his head off the line, catch Pitbull Cruz coming in, because you guys know Pitbull Cruz is going to go in there with reckless abandonment. He's going to leave himself open for counters, in my opinion. And if you have a guy that's using his head and he has great footwork, yeah, he's going to give Pitbull Cruz problems, because Pitbull Cruz is a one-dimensional fighter. I'm not saying anything that you guys don't know. He's one-dimensional. When we seen he could be outboxed, go back and look at the El Rayo fight. He clearly got outboxed in that fight. And I said before that fight that he was going to put on a boxing clinic, and people were telling me how crazy I was. And that's exactly what he did. He put on a boxing clinic. So Cruz has problems with people who know, who have a great skill set, great fundamentals, and know how to use their feet. So that's why I'm leaning towards Roach. Roach has respectable power. He has a good chin. We seen him take some bombs coming from Tank Davis, and he still kept coming. So I don't think, well, in my opinion, I don't think Cruz hits as hard as Tank Davis, in my opinion. But I think Roach is going to do what he needs to do. I think he's going to be a lot more surgical with his punches, and he's going to be stronger going up to 140. This is his first time fighting in that weight class. I definitely think he's going to be stronger. I'm going to say this. Some of you guys might think I'm crazy, but I think it's possible that Lamont Roach Jr. stops Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I think he stops Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Now, Cruz has never been stopped, but this, I think he could be stopped by Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is that good, in my opinion. Just watching tape on him, I think he has the ability to do that. He has a great left hook. He has a great right hand. He loves going to the body. You know, he's a puncher, guys. He'll get in there. He'll mix it up with you. But I say he's going to stop Cruz in round number 9. That's my prediction for the fight. Lamont Roach Jr. stops Isaac Pitbull Cruz round number 9, gets his hands raised. He becomes the new WBC interim champion. But we'll see. You know, that's just my thoughts, my prediction. I'm interested in knowing what you guys think. Who do you think wins the fight? Do you think Lamont Roach will stop Isaac Pitbull Cruz? Do you think it'll be the other way around? You think I'm just blowing smoke up your ass? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.